So many things have happened in the last 15 minutes. It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable what has just happened. I don't have my Mexican hat. One of my boards fell down. Thank God it only slid and didn't whack the floor. I have to think of if they heard it downstairs. And if they heard it downstairs, can they complain? I'm on cement floors with no carpet or separation to my floors. Is it a direct hit? Am I bothering the people downstairs? Can they make me cover my floors? Do I have to get a lawyer? Do I have to go to court? One little item of thought in my apartment. Does it smell good? Is there something that they can take me away that I have to remember and remind myself to call the Régie for a question? The Régie de Logement. So what is this about? This is about my friend. It's about my friend over here, which I'm going to show you in a minute. I had lost my tap. Now in order to stay on top, I need a big hole like this and not a small hole like this. See, I plug this into the air particle, okay? The air particle of this basketball. Now, since it's the air particle of the basketball, I'm going to show you what the basketball could do as to balance and what cannot do. I'm going to put it up on a cup, or I can put it up on a hat. What if I had it on a hat? Let's get this on the hat. So it can sit in the hat and just sit in the hat like that. All right, let me fix the focus. Where's the focus? Wow. No, that's not the focus. Okay, I can't find the focus. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Usually I put it at the bottom. It's easy to find. Okay. So now we have it in the hat. In the cup, right? It rocks and is unbalanced. Should I keep it in the cup, or should I keep it in the hat? Or should I put the cup in the hat, that if it falls off the cup, it goes onto the hat, so the cup can reset to pick it back up again? The thunder, the earthquakes. I don't know. Now if I have it in this position, right, and we're going to have to look where his eyes are. Now his eyes aren't just anywhere. Like, this is not just anything. Can I reset this to move his eyes around? I use the lines of the basketball to gauge where things should go. Now, this is only a temporary setup. Things can be changed and discussed for relative reasons as to question of what the lines are. Where should the lines actually be? Should it be actually like this, right? Oh, his expression on his face. The expression on his face, the lines in the basketball, to creation. This hat will slide off. What angle can these two sit? Hey, no fighting. No fighting. I have a cat off the street that came into my apartment over here. Has anybody ever seen this cat? I think he lives on the other street. He's got a collar. And they're running after the cat food. So anyways, I guess this cat, I live on the second floor, and the cat climbed up the building and into my apartment. So I have to reset this, right, to where it's above the eyes. And here's the position. So while I have, whoop, not happy with that, not happy with that. I just saw dirt on the floor. I don't like it. So now I have to set it into a position. So I set it into this position. So while this record is turning this way, this record is turning this way. Now there's a little hole in here. There's a big hole in here. What is that hole for? The high blood pressure and the low blood pressure. Is it easier to go push it in? Is it easier to put pressure in the ball to give it high blood pressure and to take it out to lower its blood pressure? If you lower a blood pressure, you raise a high blood pressure, depending on how your heart is beating, where it'll be pushed. If your heart is barely beating and you have low blood pressure, eventually you might not be able to push the blood back to your heart. I have no idea what I'm really talking about other than logics, but does that logic work in your body? Is that untrue? Or is it a constant whoosh, whoosh? What musical vibrational dance is it? When in your mind, and how do you feel, and what do you feel like doing when you hear certain musics? Let's get back to the ball. So now I put it in the hat. Now I can't put it in the hat this way because it hits the rim of the hat. See, when I put it in the hat, it hits the rim of the hat. So now I have the rim of the hat spinning one way, the top of the record spinning another way, and I have this record spinning another way, while possible earth in between is spinning another way. Now, this is only one basketball. We would need two, turning Earth's circle into Earth's sphere. More than one, and I have designs that will show what designs do when building more than one Earth. I had a question about 6 and 8. I'm going to show you the difference between 6 and 8. Very simple. Here in the middle is north and south. Here is east and west. If you're going east and west, you're not going north and south. That's 2. 2 are gone. In the 2 directions that you are going, you're not going the other 2 directions. If you are coming from and going to, unless you have to go back, you don't need to discuss that direction. It's continuous. So every one of these would be a different code. So everybody knows my buddy? Everybody knows. Now, can I sit this on top of his head? Or can this actually be the top of his head? And can I remake it as this should be the top of the head? And then this would be behind in the back, the dark side of the moon. The question is, does this lift up at all as going through, you know what I'm saying? You know the S, imagine if this went through the S, right? Or through the R. How would this read? And what are the possibilities of being on this side and that side of the skull bones? Why the skull bones? Imagine if this was the letter I. This would be going sh, 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 sh. Imagine if it was the letter H. It would be going sh, 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 sh. Imagine if the lines were the H was actually one of these on each side. Imagine the I was one of these above and below, and then the I coming through the center. How about the M? Would it be this angle for the W? The truth of what we do not know is the unknown truth. The possibilities, some of the possibilities that we can perceive. Raphael 7286, a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video.